Well, here we are again with, I think this is what? I know it showed me some skin, but is that
Episode 10.
10? Is it 10?
Episode 10. This one will feature a performance by a family member from the Hoke
By the Hope
clan.
family. Also, it will, we will have intern Gary at his heaviest.
Yes. In more ways than one.
So, you know, this is the one we posted some pictures on Facebook that kind of got all of it started going back again when people were making fun of us. But I remember, that place is not even there anymore.
No.
They shut that down, and it was raining that day, wasn't it?
God,
It started sprinkling, yeah.
our camera works so much better. We could do that now and it wouldn't be that way.
No. I'm telling you, we had everybody there. We had Robert, we had Jason. But one thing that we have learned over the years, what it looks like in the eyepiece is not what it looks like on screen.
Sure. Especially the cameras we used here. It's definitely the case there.
Now, when we did The Unjust back in Phoenix, we had a guy named Robert that worked on Third Watch. He did the Black and Blue tour from NSYNC, and he always took pictures of us to where we wouldn't wear Red Sea wristbands as
Well, we did it on purpose.
Yeah.
This is our own purpose stuff.
no,
Yes.
I know Russell wore them on purpose
Yeah.
during the series.
I didn't.
Yeah. We just got them. We all talked about it. Let's put it on there. That's just like wearing Red Sea in the movie.
In this scene, maybe, but through the whole time when somebody leaves one on or there's a van in the background or something.
No, I'm not saying we didn't make mistakes.
No, I agree.
We made mistakes, clear and simple. But there's sometimes where I know he wore the
I
Red
wore
Sea.
Red
He
Sea
did it
on
on
purpose
purpose
on
all
the
the
Dead
time.
Man's
Exactly.
game. And I know we did it on purpose here because we just got those, I remember.
One side note, that story he just gave about being forced to go clothes shopping was actually me. I was the youngest of all the grandkids, so my grandma, I was the one grandkid that got to stay with her by myself. And I was young enough that all the rest were in school. So I got dragged to all the clothes shops, Piggly Wiggly and Robinson, all that.
That line's in here.
Yeah.
The Piggly Wiggly line.
And if you look at our wardrobe, you notice I have a black Under Armour on under my
Do you?
clothes. Russell has a white one,
Yeah.
and
It's our
we
swimming
were
shirts, ain't it?
we were trying to make our microphones not rub,
Right.
and we were wearing tight shirts under there.
That blonde lady, one of the shoppers, is the Gold Rush's wife.
Yeah.
What's his name?
George? No.
Gus? No.
I'm trying to think of his real life name.
I thought it was George.
Jesse.
Jesse.
Jesse,
Who played
Jesse.
the gold guy. Can't think of his name. And Nikki's back.
And this scene never looked as good as we wanted it to. Remember, it was,
Yeah.
once we filtered it and stuff, it made it really dark.
Well, one of the problems, the color. Now the color and lighting was an issue.
Fluorescence.
And another issue was it's incredibly small. This does not do justice how small it was. I mean, literally, the camera guy is there with a wall behind you in that shot.
Well,
it was insanely small.
That's one thing we didn't do was we didn't bring our lights. That's just natural light in the fluorescence. So we couldn't a little bit overexpose it and turn it down.
So
And Lucky probably should have been in a darker shirt. You see how that green is just accepting all the light, where she's in black, you're in blue.
Yeah, this was if we did this scene over again, we would have shot in a bigger location if we could have, and we definitely would have lit this one differently if we.
Oh, I totally agree.
And go ahead.
You're probably fixing to say the exact same thing I'm going to say, but they were open for business.
Yes.
Yeah. They wasn't.
And,
Yeah.
you know, we're trying to shoot around their schedule and not put them out, so we're rushing through it.
Well, that is true, and what I was going to add on top of it, and it was the problem with the whole series is we should have always had at least twice as much coverage than what we had. Every scene, it seems like we had like just enough footage to barely get it done. We needed.
Yeah.
We always needed more shots, more angles, more time shot.
Look at Lucky biting his lip.
Looking her over.
Oh yeah, what's
You
up?
could, like, eat her.
What's up?
I think that was Chris's zombie face. He could eat. Was that acting, Chris? That look?
Yes.
Okay, that was acting.
I don't know. I've seen that coming out of late night of Indian Bar. I don't know how much acting it was.
All right, so here we are. We're back again at the same build. We shot this building before. This is the Gold Rush building.
This is the back part. Now, here's your brother coming in, and
Yeah.
we had plenty of hamburgers. I think we bought like 10. And had to keep eating them.
Yeah. This is the only time. This was the first episode I directed kind of solo. And I remember jumping Kaylee's ass pretty good that night. And I think it got, for some reason, I think it kept people off guard or whatever. Because it was talked about.
If you remember,
Plus, it was raining.
if you remember, at this time is when she was going through
Her wild phase.
a little process,
Yeah.
and that was that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this. This is the best set dressing we've had in the whole series.
Yes. That was my brother, by the way. That's my brother, Mark.
Who is in the Incredible Hulk's movie review show.
Sure.
And
Tim?
my favorite set dress is the lights
Yeah.
back in the corner.
Tim and Chad right there beating each other up, or both have done backyard wrestling. And I asked them, "Do we want to choreograph it?" And they went, "Just let us go."
I'll tell you
And
what.
one of them actually got hit.
Yep.
Yes. The only thing I'd have shot differently here, again, is we had like 2 or 3 cameras going, and each of them stayed so wide. We needed somebody in there
Oh,
tighter with the fighters. That was something I would do differently now.
It's a nice club, though. Think about it. You don't
You-
have a lot of them clubs around here.
Throw a shout out to Gary. Wasn't Gary responsible for a lot of the set dressing?
Actually, it was me, Stephanie,
Okay,
and Gary,
Gary.
and we had one other person, and I think it was, I cannot remember who helped us, but Ashley. I think Ashley came down there and helped us that day.
That's
And Chris did all the artwork on the hideaway. He painted that.
Okay.
Behind the poker.
Yep,
Behind
with
the
the,
poker thing.
with the spray cans. Did a great job.
And we shot this like, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 times.
And you grew up just a few miles from the original Hideaway Club.
Yeah, I'm like a mile.
Yeah. In
That's-
Downsville.
In Downsville, yeah. That's where I got the name. The Hideaway Club was from the Downsville Hideaway Club.
Brandon, who we used in Sweepers and Cowboy and Lucky. I mean, I'm telling you, we reuse a lot of people.
The dealer is Tracy. I met her. She was a nurse
Yeah.
on the Ted Nugent shoot that I'd worked on once.
Chad has been in everything we've shot.
Yeah.
Tim has been in almost everything.
The beauty of Chad and Tim is you say run straight and run through that wall and get up and say this line, and they do it.
Oh, I forgot he poured that water. There's a couple of hits there that were real.
Yeah.
That actually turned out to be
Tim-
great.
And Chad comes in the club all the time with his new woman and drinks apple martinis.
Nice.
So if you ever see him out, he probably will have an apple martini.
Remember that? That was just some stairs that we threw the lights up
There's
there.
an attic. There's like a
There's a little attic above the
storage space up there. Now, Mark is playing this role, and this role is this very deviant lawyer. If you know Mark in real life, he's extremely reserved, introverted, highly moral,
Red Sea.
and on camera, he plays the most devious character probably in the whole
Right.
damn series.
And of course, now we have our luscious Gary.
With, that's Jen.
So this
Yeah.
is the second time he has dressed in drag in
Yes.
this.
And let's just say, at this point, he's 300 plus, and he's lost it all.
Yeah. And Jen is, remember, she is was the hooker in
Southside.
Southside.
Mhm.
So we brought her
With the
back.
same wig,
Yeah.
Same wig.
same person.
And she, by the way, she is like one of the sweetest human beings you'll meet.
Mm-hmm.
She was on Chase, right? on NBC.
No,
She was on the other
No,
guys. The other guys.
The other guys with
Or not. What was
Yeah.
it called?
Yeah, the other
The
guy.
Good Guys.
Good Guys.
Good guy.
Or something
Colin
like
Hanks. She played that.
Gary is swole up right
Yeah.
there.
He was so nervous. He kept. When Gary gets nervous, he mumbles.
Yeah.
He kept mumbling.
So he's always nervous.
Yeah, pretty much.
But look at our little strobe light above there. We had them hidden. That one's just hanging. Like Chris said, one of our favorites. That's just paper or butcher
Yeah.
paper with lights behind it.
Now the guy at the door, that
Mr.
is
Inkjet.
Mr. Inkjet, gives one of the creepiest looks of the entire series.
Coming up.
Should be coming up soon. Creepy, creepy, creepy look.
That's in the special hideaway room.
He's watching the door there.
Oh yeah.
Look how yes, this is one of the creepiest clubs in Waco.
That's the
no
fishing
doubt.
hole
The
right
fishing
there,
hole.
buddy.
Hope you don't catch anything.
All right.
And I don't know if you wrote this, but we added this little end with the head hitting the head on the horn, or did you write that in there?
I don't remember the conversation I wrote. Now, whether you hit your head in the script, I don't remember.
Well, when Cowboy doesn't
don't
wake
remember
up
that at
and
all.
Lucky hits him in the growing area.
I think I wrote him hitting him in
Did
the
you?
nuts. Now, whether he hit the horn or not, I
Yeah,
don't
he hits the
remember.
horn. We do it like 3 times.
Because see, that's how I woke my brother up one time. Is I hit him in the nuts when I was a little kid. Not Mark, but my other brother Gerald. He wouldn't wake up. We were late for school. I hit him in the nuts.
And there's our new Waco strong man.
Really?
Yeah, he won when it was here, and that was last year. I don't know about this year, but he's put on some size. hasn't he?
Yeah.
So he's into that strongman stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
He did good here. And he
Did
did
a
this
good
on the
job.
fly.
Yeah.
Him and the other dude.
Because
that
we
they
lost
fought.
our other guy.
Yeah, they did this on the fly.
It was hot, by the way.
Oh, scalding hot.
And there's Big John Curry. There's Mike's brother, who I thought did a great job. And look at all the money. Whose money was that, by the way?
That was
sitting
his. That was
That's your buddy, right, Chilton?
no, that's
Yeah. There was a guy there, and he let us use
that's
his money.
that's my kid's uncle.
Yeah, that's right.
And as far as I know, he actually got all his money back. I don't know that he did not.
I don't know. But
There was the
I'm
old
not
head
saying
bump on the
nothing.
scene. Big John getting up. Fight has been taking on a while. They are
Yeah,
taking some
just trading
punches.
blows. We should have had a shot between the legs. God dang it.
See, everybody else comes in downstairs. Here comes Cowboy and Lucky.
Well, no. Yeah.
Beat up Big John. I think we hit him a couple times in there.
Why do we not have music playing here?
I guess I had
It all stopped, yeah.
I don't remember there not being music there. Okay. Why we did that, I have no idea.
This was our. Everybody looked up. Oh, there's a little bit right there.
That's the first time I met her.
I wish we really would have done that. Oh,
That's right, because he was like, man, he's...
Well, it would have been easy to do. We would have done it super fast. Oh, I think we had a spark on his head instead of a blood splat.
I think he has a plate.
Oh,
I'm just thrown off with the fact there's no music. I remember this scene having music. Maybe
it did in the front.
Maybe in this export it didn't happen. I don't know. By the way, for those, we've re-exported this series I don't know how many times, different ways. It's very possible that two are not alike.
There he is, coming out of the fishing hole. There's a dead body in there by his left. I remember, I think that was Gary kissed him all the lipstick spots.
Yeah. There's a dead guy they just all left there.
Yeah.
All right, so
I think we added that line.
downtown.
It was hot.
That line?
know how hot is it having her, because
Yeah.
it was super hot that day.
Well, I remember writing the line hot, 100 in hell.
The thing is, why is she parking as a cop in it? See, once again, we've learned.
Yeah. We would not shoot this the same way at all.
No.
Not even remotely. Another thing I remember this day we kept having was all the bums. We shot this like a Saturday or a Sunday
Yeah,
morning.
Saturday afternoon or Saturday morning.
And bums just kept showing up and kept showing up.
Now, how
And-
great? Yeah, how great is this? This was Abel's office, which is now our district attorney,
Right.
and that's where his lawyer's office was, and he
Right.
let us shoot all in there.
One of the issues they have downtown is that if a business is open, the bums will just come in to get out of the heat, and the homeless people come and get out of the heat, and they'll use the bathrooms and stuff. Well, they saw us, and they kept trying to get in, and we kept having to kick them out. It was very awkward to deal with.
We always gave them water and stuff, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
during
it
the
is.
work days, I think during the work days they do it, and they have to get them out. That's what was
Yeah.
tough.
There was a lot of them. I remember there being a lot of them.
I'll tell you what, there's not much that Cowboy and Lucky won't do for a case.
Oh, no. There's nothing.
Or the guys that play Cowboy and Lucky in real life.
That's true.
Well, all I like is, I think this is the first time Nikki's been back since she dumped you. And you bring her back into your life, trying to get her back, and you do this as part of it.
Yeah, it was always about trying to get her back. Everything
Yeah.
Lucky did.
Tell you what,
Exactly.
I remember we had to cut that off to cover the goatee.
Yeah. So you just use the bottom of the skirt or something?
Yeah, they cut the skirt for that.
I don't remember. Who came up with that? Heather and,
Heather and
and
Stephanie.
Stephanie? Now keep in mind how reserved and shy Mark really is and what he's about to do here.
They curled my hair too, by the way.
And you can hear his voice is a little nervous.
Yeah.
If you know him, you can tell. Now, how was this for you to,
I didn't care.
like, even when you get on your knees here in a
No.
minute? Didn't care? Look
No.
at that.
You know, I guess we've done this so much that, and I think actors and actresses who do this all the time,
Yeah.
it becomes just like normal stuff. Like, it's just normal.
You gotta think, we have done a scene already where we are both butt naked
Sure.
with cameramen and
Yeah.
everything in there. I don't know if anything can top that.
Yeah, maybe not. Well, too, like we were talking about earlier, it's not even really you doing it.
Nah.
That's Cowboy.
Yeah.
On his knees.
Kind of on his knees. I've been kissed by a man.
Yeah.
So there ain't much that.
You're welcome for that, by the
Yeah,
way.
thank you. There ain't much that it don't really bother me.
So here's Mark now with his pants down with a dude. And
I like my name was Saddlehorn.
Yeah. That's real phone footage we
Yeah.
used. That's 2010. What kind of phone is that? The iPhone
Four.
3, 2?
No.
4?
Yeah, 2 probably.
Was it? Actually, it'd be one prostitute. Cowboy's not really a prostitute.
No, you're a prostitute, man. Totally.
Plus, we bring Mark back in 12, 13.
Yeah.
no, girls.
Yeah, he represents
No.
the main bad guy through the whole
Harada,
series.
yeah.
He's back in 12 then.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they had
12.
that. Yeah. And she said the name all wrong. She said it all like. I don't know.
Miguel Harada.
It's Harada, and she said Harada. Can't take her nowhere. But it worked, Lucky. You impressed her.
I like Cowboy just shakes his hand, takes his buddy.
As you probably expected, we're gonna have to order a new DVR. She's gonna order it for me right now.
Well,
and
that's
it's
Mark, the most reserved guy, has just got his pants down and taken advantage of our prostitute. All right.
Now this day right here, were you here?
Yes, I'm going to shoot that.
Just us, right?
Just you, me, and
Heather
Chris.
and Heather. 'Cause that's her.
I think Heather, yeah.
Because that's all that showed up. Stephanie had to work.
It was. We shot this during the day.
During the
Katie's was
day.
actually open. We had to actually buy the ice cream.
Yeah.
Even though Katie's got a free plug out of it, but we ain't gonna be
Yeah,
bitter
I don't
about
say
it.
anything. And that was what Cowboy's stipulation. If he dressed up, Lucky had to dress up
And buy him ice cream.
and buy me ice cream.
And y'all are right there on Valley Mills.
And there people were
dressed as-
honking.
People were honking. Now, at some point, I bumped the camera when the credits start rolling.
Yeah.
If you watch closely, you'll see the it bumps, and we only did this in one take and one shot. So and it's very slight, but you'll see me bump the camera.
Because all
when the
this is
credits are
ad-libbed
rolling.
right here about.
Yeah, all ad-libbed.
That's my favorite line.
Yeah,
Sit like a lady. I am my kind of lady.
we just let it roll.
And at this point, we are literally sitting out
Yes.
on the corner of Valley Mills.
Yeah.
And I think Chris's bottoms are actually a tube top.
It is. It's a tube top, and over here behind this blue deal, when I was walking, I twisted my ankle in those
Ooh.
big ass boots.
Really.
Just letting y'all know.
Well, I tell you, that is Show Me Some Skin. I enjoyed that one. That's funny.
It's different than all the others. It's
Yeah.
really weird and different compared to the rest of the series, I
So,
think.
oh,
There's the bump.
camera bump.
There's the camera bump.
All right. See you guys next one.